All right, guys, here with Monday. We are opening the week up with something different for our warm-up. So you're gonna play the song Thunderstruck by AC/DC. For the entirety of the song, we're gonna either do jumping jacks or butt kicks. Nice. Or whatever kind of the high tempo movement you wanna do. But you're gonna do that for the entirety of the song. Every time, I don't even know what the singer's name is for AC/DC. I only know Angus. But every time the singer says Thunderstruck, you're gonna do a burpee. A nice quick drop burpee, and then back into whatever movement you're doing for the remainder of the song. All right? Have fun with this one, guys. It's a little bit of a METCON to start the week off with, but just for some fun. When we're done with the song, we're gonna grab a band or a belt or a towel, whatever you got. We're gonna get on our back. We're gonna do our PNF hamstring stretches. So we're gonna start with contraction, pushing into the band, pushing our foot into the band or belt or whatever we have, and then we stop with relax into the band, stretching. So contract 7 seconds. And then once you skip a few and relax 7 and stretch 7 seconds. We're gonna do 5 cycles of that. All right. All right, and our specific for today, getting into the back squats, we're gonna do a static prep and then a dynamic prep. So static, we're just simply gonna go down into the bottom of our air squat. And we are going to hold for 30 seconds. After we hold for 30 seconds, we're gonna come up. And then we're gonna do 30 seconds back and forth Cossack squats. So on the Cossack squat, staying nice and tall. Remember to keep your balance. This is a really good drill to focus on the balance in your foot. We don't wanna be drifting too far forward or too far back. We wanna have that full balance in the 3 points of contact in the foot. All right, so part 1 today, we're continuing our back squat cycle from the EMOM from last week. We're gonna go up 5%. We're gonna do 5 reps on every minute for 10 minutes, okay? So same format as last week. I want you guys to think about your rep tempo here. Because we're fast, we're on the minute, we're doing 5 reps. So I'm just gonna have a nice consistent rep tempo. She's gonna do her first 5 reps for you here. And you can see how she's very consistent in her tempo. I would get her to actually speed those up a little bit. Like she's got a lot of control on the way down, but see how she still maintains control, but she's speeding up her tempo. So that's kind of what you're gonna go for this. One thing you can pay attention to keep it consistent is the clock. Look at the clock after you're done your last rep, and it should read the same time when you're done each set. If it's all over the place, you know your tempo needs to be refined in order to be consistent. The other thing, one last thing to think about when we're squatting fairly quickly, as it happens in wall balls and in METCONs, we tend to drift to our toes a little bit more because most of us are quad dominant. So just think about staying back as we speed up that tempo, keeping the weight back to your heels. All right, have fun with that, guys. All right, guys, here with METCON, and today we have a nice spicy 3-part couplet. So 3 couplets, 3 movements going back and forth between them over the 3 couplets. So first movement is the row. Okay, so we've got our rower again, and Adam's gonna demo. Nice, she's been working on this one. So obviously we don't want you guys to row on the ground if you have a rower. We're just kind of mimicking it, but we're not going to go over much technique on this one today, other than the fact that this workout is very leg intensive. So try to cut back the amount of legs you use by keeping your hips away from your heels as much as possible. Minimize the seat slide, and then the major thing on this one though is the calories, the reps are low. Okay, so we want to adjust those dampers a little bit higher than we normally would have them, and then smash it. Okay, row nice and powerful. We want to be as efficient as possible every single stroke of the rower. So dampers up, stroke rate down, and let's get nice and powerful for the rower. Okay, then we're going back. Then we go to the dumbbell snatch. This is the second movement of this 3 couplet workout. So second movement, dumbbell snatch.
Right.
This one's going to be, this one's going to be very tough to not pull a little too early, because our arms, despite what people may think when they see this on paper, there's not going to be much arm or even grip fatigue. It's going to be a lot of legs and posterior chain. So it's going to be very tempting to over pull. So show them where we're kind of pulling a little early. Okay? So yeah, there's a lot of inefficiency there that you can see. We want to make sure that we're digging in with the heels and still loading with the legs, and keeping that dumbbell close. Okay? See how Adam keeps that dumbbell close? If we pull too early or pull too late, we'll cause like a loopiness around the head, making for an inefficiency for every rep. And this can actually be a nice little rest when you're going back and forth between the row and the dumbbell. All right? Then we have the third movement of the day is a burpee box jump over. And on this one, we want to try to be gentle on the top of the box. So I'm going to try to get M to be like a ninja. I don't want to hear her on the top of the box. Okay, so she's going to do her burpee however fast she wants. She goes down, up, does her burpee, and then she cruises over the top. Okay, so show them where we're really stomping. Oh yeah. So we don't want to sound like a weightlifter on the top of that box. We want to cruise over the top. Take your time over the top. Ninja, a couple steps. I would jump on the top, take a couple steps, and then nice and fast in the burpee. Okay? If you cruise over top of the box like that, you can stay a lot more consistent. Okay, guys?